Hi, welcome back to the Henri Latina. Today's topic is going to be Obamacare. I was forced onto this Obamacare health care, and it was because I was worried about a penalty. I don't really make that much, but I guess they're going to figure a way to penalize you if you don't have it. So I decided to sign up for a plan to see what it was all about. So I did, and Will helped me fill out the paperwork, and so we did this, and we only get to go to doctors in a certain network. So I was assigned this Vargas, or this Hispanic woman, out on Bush Boulevard, and so we drive out there. It's quite a ways. It's almost an hour to get there, and we start approaching this place, and all of a sudden I just notice everything looking very ghetto-ish. So we're getting closer, and we see prostitutes, and we see drunken people, and we see some people look like they're on meth, and we see some crazy people. But we're thinking, this is just a bad area. I bet the little office will be nice. So we go in there, and at first it was nice because Will and I were the only two people there. And then slowly the freak show began, and this made Walmart look tame. This was unbelievable. We're sitting there in our chairs waiting to be called, and some freaky witch of a lady with no shoes on her feet, with this pumpkin body and really skinny legs, and just this crazy look on her face, comes zealing in with her, she was on this motorized scooter, and she just looked like a sack of shit, and she was just weird looking. She just I don't know what to I can't even begin to describe what this was. It wasn't even a human. It looked like some sort of a freak. And she came with a person who was supposed to take care of her, but she was out having a cigarette break, and lays all, I have to piss, and she's just blurting out whatever comes to her. Anyway, and this is who we cover on the Obamacare. But I finally, after hours of waiting, even though I was the only one in there, and the room slowly filled up with a bunch of riffraff, I'm sitting there falling asleep in the office, and I'm by myself, and I'm waiting for this doctor, and finally she comes in, and I address the list of things I need to have done, and we don't do any blood work there, we don't do anything there, and we have these little pieces of paper where we have to go around all over the state and find the different labs and the different doctors, and everything's like an hour away. So I had this hernia on my belly button. It was really bad. I couldn't even work and move, and so I had her just look at it. She looks at me and she says, that looks like stomach cancer. We gotta make sure it's not colon cancer. It doesn't look good at all. I'm like, really? You can just guess that by just looking at it? And I said, don't you have to run some tests? And she's gonna ship me off to another doctor. But she just blurts out, just that. And I said, well, I really think it's a hernia, because my family, my father has one, my son has one, my daughter has one, and so anyway, we get a stack of papers. She scoots me out the door, and I'm on my way. And now I didn't call the colon doctor, because he seemed like be a real asshole. No, I'm just kidding. But no, he was out there way far out of town, on Kennedy Boulevard, and no, that's another Bush, Kennedy. I mean, never trust doctors on those streets, okay, y'all? Just don't do it. So anyway, he's out on Kennedy Boulevard, after I drove all the way to Bush Boulevard, and an hour away from my house, by the way. Now I have to go see the asshole doctor. But anyway, I can't get an appointment for another 3 weeks, and it's just a real bunch of shit. No pun intended. But anyway, what really gets my goat is we have this illegal immigrant working for us, and she's here on an expired guest visa. She doesn't speak any English, and she gets her insurance for free, even though she can get something through work because she's full-time and she's a lead janitor. So anyway, it's really interesting how she doesn't take advantage of the healthcare through the job, but she needs to verify her income so she can get on free Medicaid. And on top of that, she's taken an extended leave and still getting paid for it on our dime. Doesn't know a stitch of English, and yet nobody in this country can get a full-time job, because they're just really unheard of, because nobody wants to pay healthcare for you. But an illegal alien can go in and get a full-time job and still happen to get on free insurance. And how does that work? Well, Karl Rove got back to me today in a text, and he says, no, we don't give illegal aliens free insurance. And bull fucking shit, you give illegals alienships, like you give them like citizenship, you give them birthrights, you give them benefits up the wazoo, Carl. You give them first priority in education, no child left behind, no pun intended, where they learn English and Spanish at our expense. You do a lot for the illegal immigrants, and George W. Bush was one of the worst presidents when it came to open border policies. So don't give me this, we don't give Medicaid to illegals. That's a bunch of shit. And the rhino Republicans that are opposing us so much are the people that supported these open borders, who completely have no ethics or morals, who gave and outsourced American jobs at the expense of giving illegal immigrants these jobs and then subsidizing them on our money, with these benefits. So if I have a bee in my bonnet, I deserve to. I'm in a really bad mood right now. I've been really working my ass off, no pun intended, at work, and now like she's telling me that I might have colon cancer, but because I have a bump in my belly button or hernia or whatever. But you know what? I don't think I have that. I simply think I was straining and I was lifting too much. But I think I want to get a second opinion, because I really don't have a lot of faith in a doctor that looks at something and makes an assessment without running the proper tests. So I think that when we have health care, that we shouldn't have to be within a network, that we should be able to go to whoever the fuck we want to go to. And I think it's bullshit when you have illegal immigrants who have better care than you do, and that's not right. So with that said, Karl Rove, I think you're full of crap. We do give health benefits to illegal immigrants. We have many illegal Indians from India doing jobs here in this country and also having babies here illegally. We give them health care. We give the Russians health care. We give everybody health care free except for the American people. And that's it. And it sucks. I don't feel